There's a group of tribal people in Tanzania that have been on their land in Tanzania for generations. They have a certain area that's theirs. They're called the Masai. And a report broke this week that 40,000 of them will be kicked off their land so that the Dubai royal family will have a private hunting reserve. This is one of those stories that I think is so telling, not just because of the particular situation here, but that it speaks about this broad dynamic that exists all across the world that very few people talk about, which is that if you have money and power, you can basically get away with anything. And that's what they're doing right here. Now, originally, the Prime Minister of Tanzania said that he's siding with the Masai, but there are also conflicting reports that he was basically putting on a show. This was a dog and pony show, and behind the scenes, he always supported the business deal. So Ortello Business Corporation, or OBC, is a luxury safari company with a bunch of elite clients. They're the ones who brokered the deal for land that's not theirs. That aspect of this story is so infuriating because some people have power and money and influence. They just go, okay, we're going to sell you this shit that's not ours. Is that okay? Will you buy it from us? And of course, the royal family in Dubai is like, we'll buy anything. We don't give a fuck. How much you want? $8 trillion? Fine. We just made that last Tuesday from selling oil to the dumb Americans. So let me go ahead and give you some more information on this. Quote, Masai representatives will meet the Prime Minister on Tuesday to express their anger. They insist the sale of the land would rob them of their heritage and directly or indirectly affect the livelihoods of 80,000 people. The government is offering compensation of 369,350 euros, which is what? I don't know how many dollars. $450,000, $60,000? That's probably in the ballpark of what it is. Think about that. We're talking about people being affected between 40,000 and 80,000 people. Their response to them is, here, take like $450,000 and shut the fuck up. There's 40,000 to 80,000 people being affected. What are they going to do with that money? Use it as toilet paper? That's nothing. That's like enough to buy 4 of them a house, if that. I mean, so many aspects of this story piss me off. It gets worse. So that was their offer, right? We're going to give you, 369,000 euros. Then they said, but don't get it twisted. It's not to be given directly to you. It's to be channeled into, quote, development projects. So they're not even going to give them the money. They're not going to give them that. They're, yeah, here, we build like a shelter that can fit 6 people, and the other fucking 50,000 of you piss off. The Saudi royal family wants to come around once every 2 years and use this as a hunting reserve, so your ass is gone. God, this angers me, because you know what? This is one of those things where the deal's probably going to go through, and then 100 years from now, people look back at this situation, and we'll talk about it like, oh, how stupid that was. That was so immoral and wrong, and we need to learn the lessons of history, and we need to never do that again, let it never happen again. And then what'll happen? It'll happen again. It always happens. Just like, with the Holocaust. Never again, never again. Well, look at North Korea right now. Very rarely do I like using Nazi or Hitler comparisons, because very rarely should they be invoked. But North Korea, they have hard labor camps. They have concentration camps. The entire country is starving. People in North Korea are shorter than people in South Korea because they've had malnutrition for so long. We're talking about a genuinely evil dictatorship, a fascist dictatorship. So what's going on right now, and the world's like, never again, except if it happens again, then maybe again. It's the same thing with this. Oh, we're long past the days where rich people can just come in and take the land from poor people, except it just happened, and then it'll probably happen at another time, and then it'll happen at another time. Where's the media on this? U.S. media, international media? I love how we're a nothing little YouTube show, Blog Talk Radio show, and we're talking about it, but nobody, who the fuck, is this not a big story? I think this is a fucking gigantic story. Rich people are just like, I'm purchasing your land when you're not even selling it. Go away. You are now banished. What the fuck? This is like a comic book villain type scenario. But don't hold your breath, because the world we live in, the UN will fucking sit there and do nothing. NATO will do nothing. And nobody's going to do anything. Why? Because one side has power, the other side doesn't. I give you history in a nutshell.